Hello guys and welcome to this new video, and today I am back in Bee Swarm Simulator. Today I will predict the next Bee Swarm Simulator update, and where I am going to base it on is all its messages basically. So Anna does talk on the Bee Swarm Simulator Discord quite often, only on the days that the game is really relevant, and that is between February and April. Anna does chat a lot in that time of the year, and he does talk about a lot of updated related stuff, just plans he has to put in the game eventually. I even said things in 2021 that he was going to start working on soon that still aren't here in the middle of 2023. I also have some other predictions myself that I don't really expect to get released, but I would love for those things to get released. So I think it's just time to start with the first thing. So in March 2021 he said the next update sometime after Beastmas will be a smaller one to get the new V-Crypts in, diaper quests, and I'll put the other two playlists in before I go back into developing the next larger content update. Now, as you can see, this message was around the end of Beastmas 2022. We got to plant the last Beastmas, and that's about it. Diaper quests, we don't have all of them yet. And the weird thing is, right, currently there are 15 diaper quests. However, here in the store, as you can see over here, this whistle you currently can only buy if you complete 20 diaper quests. However, there are only 15 in the game at the moment, so we can't even do anything with this one. I literally do not understand why the other 5 quests are not here yet. So that's one thing I will predict that comes in the next update. Those 5 new Dapperback quests, and hopefully some more that we have like 25 out of 40 or something like that. Because I really feel like we need some more quest lines again. Then a message on Christmas Day of 2021. I will still try to finish the endgame backpacks and sprinklers for proper part 2. What is he talking about? So basically back in the time he had the plan to release new sprinklers and new backpacks for endgame players. And 2.5 years later we still don't have those. He actually talked about the backpacks, I think, just before Beastmas, like 2022, 2023, but he never talked about it ever again. So I'm not sure if they will get released this upcoming Beastmas. Let me clarify something though. So why I'm saying the next Beastmas or the upcoming Beastmas is because I don't expect any update to release before that. I don't really expect the backpacks to release this upcoming Beastmas, which is really unfortunate. It is really sad, and I really wish that was a little bit different, that we would like have it in the summer update or something like that, in literally this or next month or something, because you actually have something to go for the rest of the year as well. Like everyone is kind of just macroing or not playing at all at the moment, and it's kind of sad how the entire community is just falling apart because there's only one update a year. And then sprinklers, endgame sprinklers. Now, I don't really expect those to release in the upcoming Beastmas as well. However, I would love to see them. So that's why I kind of just put them in this video, because I think it can make endgame a little bit more interesting, honestly. Like, it's cool to have some more goals as an endgame player. But yeah, going back to the backpacks and sprinklers, I don't expect them to release anytime soon. However, I would just love if that was actually going to be the case, because endgame needs to have more things to do other than just constantly boosting, doing mushrooms, and that's about it, honestly. And sure, you can do the robot challenge all the time. The robot challenge is a really cool addition to the game. The thing is, right, this challenge is a really cool addition to the game in my opinion, but it's like the same thing over and over and over and over again. People can grind drives literally all the time if they want to. Like, there are barely any people with like max drives on literally any drive, but people really just don't want to go for it because it's just too boring. It's too much of the same thing, and I do think that's kind of a problem over here that we're kind of facing. I feel like mushrooms is still one of the only things that make this game kind of alive for endgame players, but it's just really kind of boring to do the same thing over and over again. I just don't have the motivation for that as well, so it's really hard. However, I've been ranting for a bit too long now, so let me just go over the next thing. Oh yeah, so actually about the backpack still, just before Beastmas 2022, Olet has actually said that he actively planned and worked on the designs and how I wanted the mechanics of the backpack backpacks and bring this to work. But he hasn't implemented it yet, so that's a little sad. However, he did think about it, he did think of some cool mechanics and such, which is cool and all, but we really just want the backpack. A more recent thing, right? Basically, throughout the entire last V-Swiss, Onnet has been talking about the coconut belt. And basically the last message we saw about this was on the 31st of March 2023. I'll try to start testing the cocoa belt soon. It is almost ready for testing. We haven't seen any of it and it's been 4 months. I really just hope that we will see the cocoa belt this upcoming V-Swiss, and it's probably the most realistic one so far. And why? Well, the decal was already leaked a long time ago. Actually, I think it was like in the middle of V-Swiss. But other than that, we haven't seen any of it yet. So we know it has been in the works, but I feel like Onnet just hasn't worked on it ever since V-Swiss ended. In my opinion, this would have been a great item to get released like right after V-Swiss, so we would actually have at the goal for this year to go for, apart from just getting the digital B and upgrading it. We really just lack a lot of new equipment in my opinion, and I really just wish there would be more. For just at least like once a year, just a new endgame item. Now I'll just throw in an extra thing over here, the 4th ID, which is basically a prediction for the next update. A new B. Now the chance of this releasing is really slim. I don't really expect the B to release this upcoming V-Swiss. However, it's kind of a prediction I just threw in there because I was like, hey, but it's actually interesting to have another new B. I have no idea what the B should be about though, but I feel like an extra B would be nice. You know, we got the digital B this year, and I feel like just having one new B every year would be really cool. What do I really expect? Coconut belt. And that's about it. I really feel like that will be our B-Swiss, our next B-Swiss. However, I think this is it for this video, guys. So if you enjoyed, then make sure to give it a like, subscribe to this channel, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video.